hear him. What's up? What's the deal, guy? What's going on? All right, man. I guess we could get started. What's going on, everybody? What's the dealio? Yeah, you can close that. That's fine. Kids are causing a ruckus there. Anyway, let's see what we got going out. Again, daily closed bullish like we expected. Lit candle, opened up top wick here. Highly likely we come back down, fill the daily candle body. Offer resistance 4 hour, close no top wick on the daily. We've come up for the first 3 hours here, first 2 hours. Made a top wick, came back down. What are we bouncing off of? Oh, let me turn down the beats because I can't hear shit. Still respecting the gap fill level. More resistance. 1 hour. I want to see what this 4 hour does. There's obviously a level running across here, 48.51 on the 4 hour. Kind of tapped into it. I want to see if we're able to push above it for the 4 hour, or are we going to break down here? Buys look clean above the current resistance. We have about 100 pips worth of buys. They look clean above the current resistance, but we're gonna need a closure above there. On a higher time frame, most likely an hourly. You're bumping into a bunch of levels here. Hold on, how much further is this? Yeah, I don't know if I want to take any positions between 51 and 56. Oh, on a second, check. Hold on. Heard one of them choking, coughing. The hazardous household. Anyway, I don't really want to take positions above here until we clear this range out. So if we're able to drive through it afterwards, I can take that position maybe for a wick fill. right now, I would really rather get into some sells below our current support. I'm of the opinion, because we've tapped into the 4-hour level and the daily closed leg candle and the current daily doesn't have a bottom wick, I think this gap on the daily gets filled fairly quickly, which is previous 4-hour candle, which should bring us down. Let's see what we hold. We don't. Gotcha. Yeah, watching the Knicks game right now. I'm also watching these charts right now. Clearly made a level there, right? Clear, established level. It'll be interesting how we react when we get back to here. Say we push up here. When we get back to possible buy limits, it would have to be like the next 4 hours. Can't happen now because we get back down there now. We're coming down for the 4-hour flip. Hold on, chat. because I don't really like them. They were okay. I didn't really like them. Apologies, gang. We are back. We good? Deal, Josh. Hold on. Where can we drop to? There's the support levels here. Below here. This is next target. These ranges are trash, but make do. 30's closing here in 6 minutes. Not much that we can use. We really don't want to buy into this 4 hour. Want to be above this 4 hour projection, or we're gonna need to pull back here because we reached that target. So I would be interested in sells. Would not mind sells. So we have to print a range here. What would that look like, right? We got to print a range here, and then we got to break out of that range, right? Market doesn't flip on one candle here. So we need something like this, right? Now that we've created this level. Now we look for the break of lows. We're also respecting this area. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, it's also a level here. You could break that low, take out, come back down. It's a bit tough. We'll see if we can have some time frames align. We'll get in there. Definitely prefer some sells here. Ooh. Look at that quick flip. I like how the 15 looks here. This 30 is a late candle. See where it closes. this closes the leg candle, but with a bottom wick here, we can wait for this bottom wick to be created and a push back up. And as long as it doesn't break or doesn't close bullish above the range here, any kind of bearish flip from after testing the highs here, we should be in sells. Our previous 4-hour did close bullish above the range, but we did tap target. Not much of a wick here, so I'd like to come back in range. That would be fucking perfect, like ideal. Yeah. 3 minutes here. So like, you see this is how we close? We start riding down immediately. It's gonna be a little difficult. Well, I'm sorry. If we start riding up immediately, it's gonna be a little difficult for the sells because the flip might take you down there. But if we can create that bottom wick, break highs, and then re-break the lows, we should have a good 100 pips worth of room. Let's see. I mean, it might not be like, what's today? This is the Tuesday candle. It might still be, you know, Tuesday might still be a bullish day before we get the sells tomorrow. Got these highs to reach too. We'll see. I do not mind buys as long as we're above all the highs. There we go. 2 minutes here. 2 minutes for the sturdy. This isn't how we usually come down. You break, you know, you drive with volume. Not enough volume. Close. Feels like, why isn't it even tired already? Still Monday. It's still Monday. We're on a Tuesday candle, and it feel like Wednesday to Eddie. Damn, dog. All right, last stream of the week. Bitch flew by. We came back here to the previous level. Like it. Like it. I don't know if we're going too far. 48.34.4. I hate the shit out of that candle. Fucking buys that candle. Ain't nothing worse than that candle. Who's over there? Hey. Are we longing? Not yet. Reggie probably is right now. Let this 30, breaking the previous 30, play out for a second. But it's not a bad idea, right? No concrete level that I want to be in at. Sam. Nothing. Sam, too loud. You might see 20, 30 here. Blue. I'm not a fan of this position. Sam. Gave top wick for almost the body, so I'm still waiting. Where can you long from? You're in here. 78, but this is no level here. Maybe on the hourly there is, yeah. But if we're talking a recent, don't push him. Benny! Hey! Stop that. Is he pushing you? Want me to beat him up? Want me to beat him up? Huh? Get out. Where you at? Sam, you here? I have to go looking for you, so. Oh, I didn't see you. Looked the wrong way. You know who I got driving lessons from? We're talking recent levels. What he's doing? You're watching, Benny? You bit your finger? Do you still have a finger? like much here, honestly. Dude, how many pips is this stuff? 2.
If you don't try to just push his set.
Hey, slow down. Okay. Wait, please, I literally just asked you to stop. All right, so push him away so he doesn't get here. Thank you. Well, if you walk away from him, he'll kind of move. Just walk away from him. Yeah, if you walk away from him, he'll stop. I promise you. I'm looking at. Well, I'm thinking of attempting to buy her. The fact that we just keep rejecting this wick. Right? He's not gonna listen to you. He thinks you're playing with him. I know you're not, but he thinks you are. Right? Now he knows you're not playing. Benny, he ain't playing. Get away. Yeah. Bottom wick here was looking interesting. Don't know why I rejected there. Why not the bottom of the range? There's the flip. That's the play you want. Definitely don't want to re-break and another flip. Extremely boring session. Good. Go through the boring ones as well. Keep your composure. Buy limit 48.35. I was about to be at 35.1. I would have prices right you. Remember I said if somebody looks up my terminal, like the thing they'll be surprised most about is how boring trading really is. Not an insane amount of positions. Very readable and easy. And just nice read, but there's no level for us. Honestly, I was looking at this right here. 30 to 1 to 35 dot. I mean, yeah, 35.1 made sense. Damn, they fighting on the court. We're in the sell area overall, so it's hard to buy. Yeah, this is sell-off area. All right, we tapped the 4-hour target. But you don't typically, excuse me, you don't typically see an immediate sell-off, right? You would typically see a retest of the highs, a pull back down, you know, a bit of a range on the higher time frame, smaller time frame, you know, retest of the highs, break below the lows. Fairly aggressively. Yeah, I think optimal entry would have been just to keep it safe and simple, right? You get in at 35.1 there and just stops below the low. You let this candle right up fill to 43 area. Just exactly 10 pips away. Another 10 pips. I didn't quite get there. But now you see this is a resistance across the board here that we take a steep dive down from right here, right here. Okay. Hold on a second, chat. Give me 1 second. Eating Krabby Patties. Fire. Anyone thinks war starts again? What war? You mean the military operation? I didn't see no war. Oh, we doing it. We are respecting the most recent level in terms of a support, but we're also respecting most recent resistance. The candle doesn't have. Oh, let me get rid of it. Candle doesn't have clear and established direction. 1 hour, the 2 hour. balance in between this most recent support that it's below, this level that's a resistance. New soundtrack's fire. Yeah, I like it. I like it too. Yeah, I got sick and tired of the last one 2 years ago. And you know you ain't doing. They got this crazy commercial on TV right now. This guy's in a Hyundai Palisade, getting away from 3 sports bikes. Talking about reversing, doing a 360, ended up back on the road, and just cooling. And now he's booking getting away from the sport bikes. He's gotta be on a Hyundai Palisade. Get the fuck out of here! No, that shit ain't happening. They might as well shoot a Bollywood movie. You know, nobody believe that shit. That's crazy how these Kia and Hyundai commercials be like crazy as Bollywood movie. Wild as shit. Their cars can do everything. You imagine fucking James Bond in a Kia Sorento? What are you doing? Oh man, there we go. Almost went to stream. Gotta remind myself, no tiki on stream. That's a foul. That's a foul. Get me to the line, bruh. Yeah. Going with doing an Apu impression. It's not. He's a great character. It's not really an Apu impression. It's everybody. I'm just saying, there's nothing wrong with it. But if you've been here for a while, I've done it every day. I've done the accent every day for maybe like the past year. I'm trying to just spend one stream without doing the accent and maybe eventually forget it. Yeah, I'm doing too much. Got the voice nailed down. Thank you very much. Oh my god. Thank you. Come again. Oh, busted his ass. There goes your tailbone, buddy. Yep. Hawk's making a run. What's a good amount to chill off a live account? 10, 15, risking 5 to 10%. Don't risk 5 to 10%. Would be my advice to you. 0.01. Just based on the question. But good live account to live off of, I'd say 50, maybe 30. No less than 30. No less than 20. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, good amount to chill. In my head, nothing under 20, 30, like really makes sense, because it's not like, not the money you need if that's what you want to risk. But like you'll get it up fairly quickly, right? If you're profitable, you get it up fairly quickly. Problem is most people aren't really profitable. Yeah, I mean, I know you hate to hear it, but like you're probably not profitable asking that question. You know what's a good amount to chill off? Profits. And you know how I know? Because if you were profitable, you wouldn't ask that question. I mean, there's no bad questions or good questions. That's just the read I get on here. Because I know profitable traders, right? I've read about them in books. I heard they exist, and that's not the question. She literally says thank you. Oh my god, I would love your neighbor. They would be so offended because every time they'd speak, I'd be in the same accent. Thank you, come here. Thank you, come again very much, my friend. I come all the time. How about you? Very nice. I would just get lost. I wouldn't know what to do. I'd start the accent and be like, fuck, I already started it. I'm just gonna pretend. I'm pretending I have this accent, my friend. Very, 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 very nice. Very, 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 very sneaky. Very, very good. Very good. They probably think I have the accent. Yo, I would not be able to hold it. I usually talk like the people whose accent I'm listening to. Kind of, didn't go with the flow. I adjust. Yeah, this has got to be the most exciting range we've had here on Asian session. It's really been simple to read here. Clean levels, closures, candles, volume, everything. You have to if you want to make proper connections with people. Yeah. Like if you want free slushies at 7-Eleven, I mean, you're never gonna get that, but you might be able to get away with a free refill. It's a stupid commercial. Pick up the same energy. Yeah. Problem is, a lot of times I got my own energy and people don't match that. And then it's like, oh, he's not going to be a hire. We're not going to hire him. He's not going into the phone book as a friend. Is it because all the smokers in the world are just resting and celebrating? What's going on? The market right now is the equivalent of that friend next to you that just fucking took a hit of a dab and now he's melted into your sofa. Where are you going? What's going on? I'm Batman. No, I'm Batman. No, I'm Batman. I'm Batman. Glad we had that talk. 30 closed. Here's the hourly. How did the hourly close? Like ass and feet. Basically, whenever I see a candle like this, you guys already know. If I see a doji candle, I tend to just get out because that price went nowhere. So this is what I see. Yeah, on the hourly, I'd still be bearish based on that previous closure. 30, 30, 30, 30. Close. Still below this little resistance area. Not a fan of anything here. the hourly. I think we're actually headed down here. So the preference would be not to look for a buy limit just yet. Maybe to push back down in range here. There's a likelihood we react at 48.32 where options has a buy limit. Wait. Well, what do you have? You have 35. I think as we break this, there's this wick to fill right here. The next range is something we'd be able to take advantage of. Entirely possible. Hey, like we get a leg handle here on this 4 hour. Bottom wick on the next hourly candle should probably bring us up. Gonna look for 48.24 areas. Entirely possible. Is that what happens? I don't know. I'm of the opinion we filled to at least 27, 28. Back in range. We break out of lows, should bring this down. But we want to make sure as we have closures and that we have a top wick on a candle right here. You see we just come down here. This hourly can still just flip bullish. I think for us to get sell is probably going to need a range too. So another closure and then a break of that. Have a buy limit here. Once this stops. probably have to be the next 4 hour. Let's see. Let's see what we do here. Yeah, you know what? I don't know if we get there. We might just tap the 1 hour level at 48.35 and start coming up here. Our original position. Oh, I think it's at 48.35.5. Didn't quite get to our levels. I'm pretty sure options executed, but yeah, I'm honestly looking at 35.5. I think I'm willing to give it 53 pips on that. $48.28. A big stop, 99 pips. The key here is to bounce from here and get up to this resistance, at which level I'd want to look for some. I would like to look for some buys. Daily's filling the gap. Our buy limits at the gap fill level. Filling the daily wick. extend them by another 60 pips, but not a big fan of 150 pip stop. You just want to be able to snipe this area, just this, as we're coming down here. So if you do tap here, it should be a fast reaction. Close. Do we respect here? What color of the bottom is back to barely visible? Can you make it brighter again? Yeah. I think it's brighter now. Man, no. Longer it takes. The longer it takes. Yeah. I'm gonna delete it here at this point. I'm gonna need this candle to close. Run up to a resistance area from which we can just mirror the drive down. Okay. I'm gonna need some candles to close that can clearly tell us, hey, knucklehead, this is your position. Right now, it just, the way it was coming down here, this is very high risk to reward position. But now that it held this area, or it hasn't held yet, but it's holding and it's grabbing a top wick. I don't know if with momentum it wants to break down here, and this top wick comes up to the area that would be our target, so it would be driving down off our target. I see this closure right here that closed at the same level, and this candle had no reaction, just dropped heavy. So now that we got that closure, we got this top wick, all these things are adding up to a, you might want to hold off here. Make a sense of the nonsense. But 48.35 was initially the position we were planning to take. The ranges have printed a bit differently since that closure, since 8:30. Because as you're coming down here at 8 o'clock, that's a position you want. But once you print that bullish candle here, the break of that bullish candle, right, the bearish break of that bullish candle, you don't want to be taking the buy limit right off of there. You're likely to break. You foresee a continuous veiny Rob. The market doesn't do IV drips, bro. Leads you slow and then bikes you fast. Right? Choose your side. But did you buy? Things are about to go to halftime with a 5-point lead over the fucking lonely, lowly. It's terrible. Terrible. Might be a next 4-hour position. Five minutes on the 30. Made that top wick here on the 15. Hold on a sec, check. God damn it. I've been muted this whole time. Not a word from anyone. Not a word. Over here laughing at my. I'm watching the news. It says wheelchair exploded today in a Hollywood driveway. Neighbors have the video. Ejectocito, cuz. I don't know what kind of NOS system that wheelchair needed to have. That must be a 10-second wheelchair. Doing a quarter mile right now, Granny. How the fuck did a wheelchair explode? All right, 9:30 in the books. This thing is jumping. I want to take a buy, I really do, but I also want to take a sell because I really do. Click on that 15. That's just ugly. Break the fuck down here. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. This has been quite ugly. All right, so right now, 4 hours of light candle. Unless it opens up with a top wick, I'm looking for a buy limit down here. That's right now. We got another 25 minutes. Shit, we could be at 5,000 5 minutes. Hello, hello, hello. Wait. Anyone eager to take a position here in the last 15 at a new full hour or of this current 4 hour? That's how you make 1,500 in a day, folks. Or just like no, I'm kidding. Reggie's the one. Reggie, if Reggie be standing next to you and I ask that question and you put your hand up, Reggie be like, man, put your hand down, stupid. Put your hand down, stupid. And he'd be calling you stupid just to, because it'd be good for you in that moment. I could be described as not eager to trade here. You identify as no more FOMO. And as the other one too, as the no more OMO. Reggie, real one, word. The M5 chart just topped out at a $1.80. We might not be seeing those levels anymore for a little while. I feel like he's talking about cars. It sounds like he's talking about the H1 Hummer and an M5 Beamer. I could totally understand all of that if I wasn't a trader. Adjusting your orders. I think it's better to pause for now. Yeah, it's better to pause for now. Fucking love people. You guys are amazing. Where would I be without you? 48.28. We have 48.28 flat. Never got there either. Anna. I'm not a big fan of anything happening here. Nada. Zero zip zilch. Nada. But what I am a fan of is... Oh man, this could be so great. This could be so terrible because like we could get everything and open up in the wrong direction. I feel like this 4-hour fake out, it's really got potential to start filling this wick down. And I think if we could get that top wick entry, we won't even have to guess because I think if 48.38, it's not I feel like, it's just we have precedent for it. We're closing bearish back in range. The next 4 hours going to need a bottom wick to drive up unless we close directly at this level. You feel me? So if we can bounce up here, not really close right at 48.28, get a top wick into 48.38, I will look for that sell limit. Keep stops at about 110 pips here at 48.49, and we're going to look to retest the lows here at 48.11. Capiche? Let me know if you capiche.
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
Am I fucking muted? Oh, no, I'm not. Thank God. There's a repeat. None of that shit. I would have been like, dream over. As for me, chap, my time here is up. I had to repeat that shit. Can pop up and then straight back down. Yeah, I mean, I would like a pop up. Poppity pop up. Pop, 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 pop. Hourly level look fresh. Fire fresh. But so does a fake out on the hourly, right? Look at this top wick on that 4 hour when you got that closure. 15 minutes. The last 15 minutes of this 4 hour. So typically you would see a retracement in the last 15 minutes of the 4 hour to give it a wick that you can fill, give it a range. This 4 hour ain't going nowhere. What's it going to retrace? Back to fucking doji? Yeah. We'll take a position then. What's Nate's photo? I can't really tell. It looks like a gay skydiver. Can't fucking put my finger on it. What is that? Are we talking about the YouTube? Wait. What photo are we talking about? Wait. Hold on. You said that's me. What are we talking about right now? Oh, wait, we talking about the Zoom photo. Yeah, that looks like his gay skydiving instructor. Fuck that guy. ¿Por qué? On Zoom?
My bad. I accidentally unmuted my mic.
Oh, good. Accidentally. Nah, keep it unmuted. We need some conversation. It's been. Yeah, I'm. You know. I carry, but I carry all the time. There gotta be some conversation before I start including some characters. You guys know the Y-Files. The guy's got a goldfish that he talks to. You guys heard about my goldfish, right? That I got a goldfish. I'm bringing it out. It's gonna be me and the goldfish right here. Just talking mad shit. Trying to understand your limit entries, but I'm a little lost. Any suggestions? Show up more, ask questions. Not like I'm a little lost, but like why I'm doing it, where I'm doing it, for what reason I'm doing it. Like, there's so much quiet time, right? Especially Asian session, the wind down session, right? For the day. It's more peaceful here. I gotta say, like, yeah, there's more people, but it feels more intimate because chat doesn't fucking, go into Monday or Friday mode. So ask questions, bro. Nav man, you've been around for a while. We've been slaying, absolutely slaying it. I think out of all the positions in the last month, I was looking back at it for the actual pancakes for the wick entries. 2, if we consider losses, so there was a couple positions that I was able to manage and close at a break even or a small loss, but only 2 lost where it just rode against us out of a lot of positions. What made you take the limit buys yesterday in the New York session? It came to me in a dream, and fucking Anunnaki, man. I don't know. I don't remember the buy yesterday. Remember how I spoke about my goldfish? It actually gave me 3 wishes. Buys. It was the end. It was late New York session yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah. This was some... Bro. It was the 20th. No, it was the 19th. Right here. Right here. Wait, where do we take the fucking buys? Right there. This is what you're talking about right here. This was the buys, right? You're talking about 11 o'clock, the wick down here. Wouldn't you take the buys off this level? Unfortunately, we came down here, we pulled up, and then we got wicked out, and then it fucking rode up. I would have never let it come down to negative. I would have never let this wick happen against me. We would have never sat in that drawdown. Once we were up, we saw maybe 35 pips. It just didn't close. So realistically speaking, it was a perfect level, but you want this kind of reaction, right? You want that tap and then boom, back up. So I was hoping as we were coming down here, I wanted that tap of this area right there off that candle. It was 11 o'clock. And the push right back up into here, because if that would have happened, we are likely coming back down and filling the range down, and that creates a lot of opportunity for us, buys, sells. But we had it to the way, but you know what it did? It ranged, at which point it just started mirroring what it did in here. Pulled back up. What's that noise? Hold on a second, chat. Whole crew's in here. I don't really know who I'ma lose this year. What about the limit buys from today in the morning? What do we do today in the morning? It was early, was it not here? I think it was the light candle right there. Oh no, that was the break even we got stuck in. Yeah, somewhere in here. I don't remember. It was one of these bottom wicks. Pretty much the same level. It's just today was a completely different day. It was a different type of pineapple than yesterday. Yesterday was a V2 pineapple, and today, this morning, was a V4 pineapple. I have like 6 different versions of them. We gotta start giving them names, yeah. Because there's different nuances behind each one, and different mechanics in terms of risk management and position sizing and stuff like that. We got 5 minutes here for this 4-hour close. Hey. Bit over there. I have a buy limit here. Big stop. What the reaction of the 1 hour level here?
I'm pretty sure that's a sell limit on your thing.
Yeah, let's see. Gotta get a bottom wick first. Not expecting. I'm expecting maybe a 30 pip drop. Oh, I'm sorry. About an 80 pip pop. Just top of the range would be great. What I also believe is we might just hold this level since it just held it again. Stop here. Small stop, 29 pips there. Yeah, that's so interesting. Yeah, what's up? He's very cute, yeah. He's what? Respected the 4-hour. Get a bottom wick here. I'd expect it to push back up in range for a top wick. If we get a top wick here first, I'll probably delete this. We end up pushing up into our target areas around 34 areas. Fuck that was. Does that happen to you guys all the time? It's 4:20. You gonna light up on stream? Or I did earlier. We smoked the entire morning. Candle. Yeah.
So I guess that's and he does.
Yeah, it's either we get activated or it comes up for a top wick and we'll call it a stream, and I'll look for it in the signal channel in a little bit. Either or. But you're looking for a slingshot. You're not looking for anything else. Not looking to go to drawdown. You're looking for a tap and a push in your direction. Here we go. 5, bring us down. Give me a second, chat.
Text mom, dad.
My stop loss looks like a pineapple. Yeah, it could be. I don't want to take this position. I don't know. We'll see. I might adjust it. I was thinking about it because that's the level where we looked for buys yesterday. But I think if we're able to kind of break through it, there's a chance this breaks all the stuffs. I think once we're here, if we get down here, I don't think I want the trade here. I think I want the sells from up here at that point. But it could be. It could tap that area, maybe put a little bit low. Not a big difference. 20, 30 pips is not the issue. The issue is logic. You gotta add another 120 pips of stop. So it's like 220 pip stop if you're looking for a pineapple. Oh man. You know what the best time to trade is? When everything outside of trading is just going well, going easy, right? It's so easy to switch over to the trader's mindset, right? But man, and that usually happens, right? Like you a lot of the time it's like, right, people either don't understand you, right? So it's, or they don't really care to understand you, right? The people that aren't traders won't understand you guys. If you, people that are traders or that aren't traders that are probably your family probably don't even want to hear it. Don't want to hear your shit no more. It's a tough exercise, but I find it that it's the best, it's the easiest, it's the most profitable way to trade is when everyone around you is on board with what you're doing. When people around you actually bend over backwards just to make sure that you're able to do this. It's a select few people, but they gotta have a vision. They gotta see past today, tomorrow, next year. Gotta have a 15, 20, 30-year vision. What advice would you give yourself at your lowest point? Pick up the damn ladder. Pick up the ladder, bro. There's different lows in life, right? There's different lows in life. There's lows in terms of, you know, trading, in terms of family, in terms of health, in terms of attitude, you know, in terms of understanding, in terms of jobs. There's different lows in life. The only thing that unites them, the only thing, they're all different. They're all different types of lows that require different skills to get out, you know, different. The only thing that unites them is you got to keep going to get out of them. You got to keep moving. It's the only thing that unites you, or unites all your lows. You got to keep going. Yeah, but you know, it's tough for this to work if the people around you don't perceive this as plan A, right? Well, you have to perceive it as plan A, but it's a lot easier if they do too. But if people around, you know, it's the same thing as you quitting and flaking out when they, you know, when they flake out. You know, so if you're not the number one priority and your success isn't the number one priority, and that person or your family or your job gets in the way, this being number one priority, this is the toughest part to solve. So when things in your everyday life get in the way, okay, kids get in the way a lot, but you know, for me, I can speak from experience, right? Family health issues get gotten in the way, and it's just like, it's very tough to have the proper mindset and approach here. What are we tapping into? To be honest with you, gang, if this candle flips bullish right now, we'll call it a session. I don't even like it like this, since we just rode up to the top of this range from where we come down. Let me look at the 5, probably creating, oh, no, I was gonna say probably creating this nasty top weight. here's the deal, right? You drive into a range. You understand whenever you bottom out, you're gonna pull back to that resistance. But now you bottomed out. You pulled back to this resistance. You re-break the lows. Not the biggest fan of how it's looking. Minutes left here for 30. Big difference between the previous candle and this candle. You see how the previous candle closed respecting? This one has a chance to close down below the range, at which point I would be very skeptical about our level. See? Previous 1 hour, no top wick, just the bottom wick. Over here, no top wick. The bottom. Pick up the ladder. Simple enough. Yeah. Oh, you don't get it. Yeah, watch this morning's live stream. Or maybe I'll drop a reel on it tomorrow or day after. You'll understand it. I told that I thought I told that story a while back. I might have, but I told the story. look at this 15. Makes so much sense, right? The 15's a leg candle. The 30 doesn't have a top wick. Jesus. It makes so much sense to sell off that area. But the sell off that area is a bullish 4-hour flip that could take you up there. It's okay. Time frames aren't aligning. Time frames don't align. Close below. I think we're heading down here. Might come up here for a little bit, but I think we're heading down here. Yeah. We're heading straight to our level. I don't like it, gang. I do not like it. Possibility we push up here, but I just don't like the closure. Opening up with a bottom wick, the previous 30, the previous hourly. 4 pip stop. Give it a try if here went. Leg candle. The higher time frame makes so much sense. Let's attempt it. Let's attempt it. We waited all this time. Good position is just kind of how we got down there on a smaller time frame. I think we could get limit. So this is the only attempt here for the evening. Wait, hold on a second. My kids are arguing. Yeah, kids are crazy. Here's the deal. There's no. I see the range down here, but the 4-hour doesn't have a top wick. I'm of the mindset that we should come up and grab orders. Forces of evil become confused on the way to your house. Perfect. That from Street Fighter? Where that from? Perfect. You done waited for so long. Come on, go do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight. Been holding it for a while. This is good. The hold of this level is good. Coming back to the yellow line is not good. Hold of the most recent support right here at this level, and then top of this level to come. Yeah, this candle flip sucks. Back here. It's back at our target. And the reason this is target is this is where you can reject back down. That sucks. Alright, that 5 coming up here. This next 5 breaks the highs below. You should be able to fill the 5 levels down. This is literally where we could drive down from. Also, you print like this, right? When you have no top wicks, you break the low, you know, you make that bottom wick, you come up, you flip. You next candle doesn't make a top wick, you break the low, you come back up. Next time you break the low here, you should plummet. I think I'm gonna call it here. I just don't like, I don't like any of this. I like the way it's setting up. There's a chance I take positions here in a little bit, but I don't like any of this. I'm gonna call it a session. There's no reason for it to drag this party. Delete it there. If it wants to, it'll come up without me. I'm gonna take some sells maybe at this area. Have to get some closures. Maybe some sells up there. I'm gonna see this 15 through. See if it does anything that I like. Like I said, like a hold of this area. When I say hold, I mean closer right at this area. And then I break it at lows. Right now, with 2 minutes to go in the candle, we don't want to get back to it. I'm gonna see these 2 minutes through. 5, no top wick. I don't like it. Like it's a good position. It's a good area, good level. We have candles, the higher time frame candles telling us, hey, we should come back up in range. We have the 4-hour level at our low at 48.20, right? We have the 4-hour level. Christmas. And we've opened up with a bottom wick, so it's great, but you want this snipe off your level. You don't want all these pullbacks that keep, you keep sniping, it keeps pulling back, rebreaking low, pulling back, rebreaking the low. At some point on a rebreak at a low, it's going to plummet. It's going to wipe out all the bearish power that there was by pulling back, right? Because the bears eat up every pullback if you're bullish, and the bulls eat up every pullback if you're bearish. Understand? So they eat up the orders. Every time this happens, less and less orders in that area. So next time you break, highly unlikely to push you back up because all your orders are already wiped out. How would a Knicks down 4 with 10 seconds to go? How are the Knicks down 1 with 7 seconds to go right now? How is this happening? Yeah, it's building structure down, which makes me think it might push down anytime past the level. That's fine. The probability still dictates here. You see a reaction here. It makes you think that, but you could think that about every time you're getting a pancake. That's fine. This is where you should see a reaction. It's a level on multiple time frames. It's a level on the 4-hour over here, right? It happened at multiple instances on the market back there, right? It's right there. It's also a level. This is the mirror that's happening right now. We're coming down off this level. right? To probably come back up further. Understand? See this? If you were to fold this in half, if you were to fold this in half somewhere here, this would probably overlap each other. So this is what's happening. Tap to this area or this area right here, and then back up. But you know, you want to play your probabilities, but you're also looking for the smaller time frames to start telling a similar story. And right now, in order to tap this area and be confident in it, you need to respect another support above it. Also, you want it to be volume time. So when it taps your level, it bounces, not just sit there and stick, you know, kind of sticks around in ranges. You don't want to get wicked out in a range when eventually the level or the position goes your way. So yeah, I'm gonna call it. It's just no bueno. Drawings. Let's go more recent. 4 hour right there, right? So you probably want this 4 hour to come back up. If you're looking for sells, break the highs and then come back down in range. If you're looking for buys, you probably want to grab a really strong bullish closure and a range to breakout. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a session here, gang. All right, I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for coming through. I know it was a long session. We waited. Never really got there. Kind of trickled down. Very boring price action today. But it's okay. We sit, we watch, we learn, and we always optimize and we take into account, right? No diplomas here. Learning never stops. This is all knowledge guided by experience, and the reason we're able to be profitable in those other trades is because you sit through this and you watch this print. And even if you don't get a position there, you just watched it print. Hold on a second, chat. You watched all of this print and you did nothing. You got nothing. And you know what? You got to learn to love it. You got to be content with it. Damn, the Knicks lost by 1. Is that a bitch at home? There's no way they're going to beat it. Celtics taking the East, I believe. Maybe Detroit. Detroit isn't great. Anyway, let's call it a session. If anybody got any questions, reach out to me. If anybody want to talk, chat. If you want to, you know, figure out yourself, your angles, you know, your approach. Hey, I'm always open and free for discussion, and eventually I won't be. So take advantage of what you can. Mods, thank you so much for letting me run the stream. Zoom gang, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And Signal channel, I'm not sure if we get position, but every time I say I'm pretty sure we get positions, we don't. Every time I say I'm not sure, we get a fucking 100-pip banger. Nobody expected it. So if they show up, I'll call it. All right, chat, love and wisdom to you all. As for me, my time here is up. Happy 420. Good way to end it. I'm gonna go light a big fat Jamaican joint, a nice flip, finish out the day, and I'll see everybody here tomorrow. So as for me, my time here is up, and just like that, another Asian session is in the books. Have a good night, everybody. See you guys tomorrow. Stay patient. Don't go chasing it now at this point after waiting for so long, and settle down for a position that's not yours. Don't fuck up anything or an account. Be patient, wait, and you will get paid. Later.